What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Sports Talk of Elite Wages. I am your host, Elite Wages, and this is the final episode of the Club World Cup Championship. Obviously, I'll be breaking down the PSG and Chelsea game, which is the final of this contest. The winner will take home, I think it's £100 million, so a huge prize pool for those two teams. I'll also be announcing the giveaway winners, which you can see I've been doing for the past couple of days, giving away 3 free tickets into the Club World Cup final contest on Fanteam, which I'll break down in a second. 50, I'm pretty sure there's 51 entrants into this competition. So we've got 51 entries, and a few people as well subscribe to my channel. I gave the option to everyone for an extra entry. So I think we've got 57 entrants into this tournament. But before I announce the winners, I want to start off with a little bit of an engagement bait request. Obviously, the final, Chelsea against PSG. I want to know who you're all going with. Comment in the video description below, the comments below. Comment who you think is going to win. Are PSG going to continue to dominate the world and Europe, or will Chelsea be the underdogs and cause the upset? Comment and let me know who you're rolling with underneath. So let's get into this breakdown, the giveaway winners. I've got a confirmed 67 people entered into this competition. So we'll go with 67. First number is 39. Let me write this down. First number 39. Second number 66. Third number 46. Okay, so we'll go down my list. We'll go down the list on entries here for 39. So I've got to go all the way down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 37, 38, 39. So JB, you are the first winner. So 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Rock City, you're the second winner. And then the third and final winner is actually in the extra entries. So we're going with 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And the final winner is Ballystock. You were up here somewhere, I'm sure I saw your name. There you are, Ballystock. You are the third and final winner. So we've got Ballystock and Sports, who's the first winner. The second winner was, I can't even remember. Where are we there? JB. And the third one was Rock City. So if I've retweeted your comment, hit me up in the DMs. I'll get those free tickets added onto your account ASAP. And we'll head on into the breakdown for this competition and this final here. Obviously, huge game. For me, it's hard to go against PSG with their form, especially within this competition and especially within Europe itself anyway. They've only lost one, and they've actually only conceded one. That was against Botafogo. Other than that, they've won 4-0 against Inter Miami and Real Madrid, and then 2-0 against Bayern Munich and Seattle Sounders. So they scored 16 goals. What was that? 4, 8, 10, 12 goals in the last 4 games. They've just been pure dominant. There's no one in this world I don't think can beat PSG. And obviously, if you add into that the Champions League results they've had recently, 5-0 beating Inter, 1-0 and 2-1 against Arsenal, beating Villa 3-1 as well. It's a hard team to beat. It's a hard team to score against. Chelsea have had a fairly good campaign, only losing 1, and that was 3-1 against Flamengo. Other than that, 2-0, 2-1, 4-1, 3-0. but they haven't faced anywhere near the level of opposition that PSG have. Obviously, PSG playing Real Madrid and Bayern Munich. The best team here probably was Flamengo for Chelsea. If you want to add another layer to the cake, if you like, for what PSG have been able to do, they managed to have 18 shots against Real Madrid, and they actually created an expected goals tally of 2.5 against Real Madrid, and they limited Madrid to an expected goals tally of 0.6. So they managed to triple, more than triple their attempts and things like that. And they played really, really well, and that's saying against a top European giant as well. Real Madrid beating them 4-0 is a huge statement, showcasing that they do want to continue to win this tournament. The goal scored to conceded ratio is obviously hugely in favour of PSG. I actually think Paris are going to continue to dominate the way they have been able to all competition long. Against all the top European teams they've played, against all the French teams they've played, against all the world teams they've played, they will continue to dominate within this game. I'm actually seeing a lot of people on Twitter and things saying Chelsea are the only team that could potentially beat PSG, or if any team can beat PSG, it's going to be Chelsea. I disagree. Obviously, they've got a chance being in the final. Anyone's got a chance, but finals sort of tend to play a little bit passive. Not PSG. Obviously, the last time they played in the final, they won 5-0 against Inter Milan. Against Inter Milan. And I'm pretty sure then we were all saying that Inter could have had a chance and things like that. But 5-0 dominance. I'm not saying I'm going to expect another dominating performance like that again, but I don't think PSG lose in this game. So, moving on to the fantasy, we're going to be on this fantasy contest here over on FanTeam. Chelsea vs PSG World Club Championship, £10 entry, 1.8k prize pool, and it's a different format. We've got 5 players to choose from, £56 million budget. Normally we used to pick in a full 11. This week we pick 5, and it's going to be very difficult to pick 5 considering the prices we've got here, which obviously leaves us a little bit of... it's a good thing. I like this because obviously it's hard. You can't just pick sort of the top 4 players and have them all in your team. So I'm going to be running with a few teams, but the main team I'm going to be rolling with is going to start off with Donnarumma, and that's because he's an absolute beast. Conceded 1 goal, obviously. He's got 5 clean sheets. Played every single minute of the tournament as well. Averages 2 saves per game, 14 in total. I think this is a game where PSG will be able to keep a clean sheet and maybe score conceding 1 at most. Donnarumma is going to be the anchor for this PSG team, and as he's only conceded 1, I think it's hard not to pick him in your net as well, and obviously trying to save up a little bit of budget that you can as well. Next player is going to be Hakimi, my potential captain as well. Conceded 1, scored 2 assists as well, and they've all come in the last 4 games, as you can see here. He's got a minimum of 9 points in the last 4. A goal against Real Madrid, a goal against Bayern Munich. No, that's wrong, isn't it? Assist against Real Madrid, assist against Bayern Munich, goal against Inter Miami, and a goal against Seattle Sounders. He's showing his dominance. He's proven that he is a top defender in the world, and actually he is the highest scoring player for PSG within this contest. Moving on to the attacking side, it's going to be hard to pick Dembele, Kvaratskhelia and Doué. Obviously Dembele coming back from injury. He scored 2, assisted 1 in the last 2 games. He's only played 2 games. 3 games he's played. Only started once. So he's playing fairly well. He's showcasing that he is able to do this against the top teams, as obviously against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid, having a goal contribution. But for me, I'm going to go with a guy that's consistently been really, really good for PSG, and that's Kvaratskhelia. 2 assists, 1 goal. Obviously not doing much in the last couple of games, but he does average a shot on target per game as well. So he gets those opportunities. I think he averages 3 shots per game as well. So he does get those opportunities. He just needs to find that end product, and obviously if you can't score, square it off and let someone else do the hard work and tap it in. And then also Doué, similar situation for Doué. 1 goal, 1 assist so far. Nothing much happening against Real Madrid. Bayern Munich into Miami were the games where he got the goals and the assists. But again, he was the main man for them in the final against Inter Milan, and scoring that double I think it was in the first half, set them on the front foot to win that game, and I think he can do something similar within this game as well. And then I'm also going to go with João Pedro. I do love Liam Delap in this situation as well. I think he's a very underrated player. I think he can lead the line for Chelsea, but with the way Pedro played in the last game, I think it's hard not to pick him. I do see these two starting together. I think they find a way to start these. I don't think Nkunku or Jackson start. I think it's going to be Pedro or Delap, but I'm going to roll with Pedro. Obviously, not much to say for him. I think he was there for 2 games. 37 minutes and 90 minutes. 2 goals against Fluminense in the last game. I think he can continue that. If anyone's going to score for Chelsea, it will be João Pedro. So the 5 sort of star players, must-haves, if you like, for me, within this competition, within this contest, this week, it's going to be Kvaratskhelia, Doué, João Pedro, Hakimi, and then Donnarumma. And I'm actually going to go with Hakimi for captain as well. I think a lot of people are going to be focused on Kvaratskhelia, Doué, maybe Pedro. I think Hakimi can get the clean sheet, and I think he can get some attacking points as well. I'm going to be running with a few teams within this contest as well, and a few players that I haven't sort of mentioned as my star players or standout players. These 3 for PSG here, Ruiz, Vitinha and Neves, they've all scored and assisted. They've got multiple goal contributions within the tournament. Obviously 31 points, 35 points, 33 points for those 3, all 12 million. So if you do want a little bit of a differential, say from maybe Donnarumma or Kvaratskhelia, you can put one of these 3 in here. They are a very solid option. Also, Cole Palmer for Chelsea hasn't done too much in this tournament. 1 goal, 1 assist. Coming in the game against Benfica and Palmeiras, nothing much going on against Fluminense. But he is another solid player for Chelsea, and obviously if they want to win, he's going to have to play his best. But I'm going to try and keep it with a similar core in each team. I'm going to try and stick to pairs. So Donnarumma and Hakimi I probably will pair quite often. Kvaratskhelia I'm going to be picking as well. 2 of these 3, so Dembele, Kvaratskhelia and Doué, I'm going to be picking 2 of these 3. So I'll pair 2 of these in a few teams, so maybe Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué, Kvaratskhelia, Doué, some sort of situation like that. And then also Pedro and Palmer, I will either pair them or pick one of those each in a few teams, just to create a little bit of a differential. But I think all those players I mentioned are solid. I think this is my favourite team that I'm going to be rolling with as my main team for this competition. A little bit of budget as well, actually. You could go Enzo Fernandez or Pedro Neto, both playing very well. Obviously 31 points there for Enzo. Neto scored 2 goals in the first game of the tournament as well. So there's a lot of attacking opportunities for Chelsea. PSG play with pretty much of a high line, and the 2 wing backs, Hakimi and Nuno Mendes, do like to get up and down the field. That could force Chelsea back, or they could exploit that a little bit. So there's definitely opportunities for Chelsea to score. But for me, it's hard to go against PSG within this tournament. So from that, we're going to go for my best bets within this game. My first best bet is going to be, I think it's the obvious choice, PSG to win. And then PSG to win is going to be, where is it on my list there? PSG to win is at 1.66. I don't think they lose this game. I think it's simple as that. I think they continue their dominance. They show why they're the European champions, and they will soon be the world champions. I'm going to add to that as well. I'm going to go PSG money line, and I'm going to go for Chelsea to score one or less goal. I can't see them scoring 2 goals. I can't see them scoring a goal, if I'm honest. But I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They may grab a goal, but PSG still win. So I'm going to go for PSG and Chelsea team total under 1.5 goals, and that's at 1.9 odds. I'm also going to go for Hakimi to score or assist. As I mentioned a minute ago, he's got 4 games in a row now with a goal contribution. 2 assists in the last 2, and then 2 goals in the 2 games before that. He's at 2.25 odds for a goal or an assist. And then I'm also going to go for Vitinha Golden Ball. You can get that now at 2.0 odds. I've got a future on it. I mentioned at the beginning of the competition. 17-1 I've got for that. So I'm going to double down on that. I'm going to go for the 2.0 odds. I'm going to go for the 17-1 as well. He is crucial for this team, and obviously he's been very, very good within their European campaign. Everything like that. He's been very good for Portugal. He's been a really solid player for PSG. And reiterating the fact here, Where is he on the list? There he is. He's third in most fantasy points for this team, and obviously he's not a goal scorer or anything either. That shows how much of an impact he plays for this team. So yeah, I think he gets the golden boot. So that's all my breakdown done for this game. It was a quick one, and it's going to be a bit of a bittersweet ending. Obviously, ending on a final. Hopefully, we can cash the bets, and hopefully, we can get in the money for the fantasy contest as well. A little bit about what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. Fan Team released they put a tweet out yesterday saying they have a new contest on the game coming soon. It's this one right here. EPL Fantasy season-long game for the Premier League, £175,000 prize pool. So I'll be working on that over the next couple of weeks. Starts obviously 15th of August, so I've got a little bit of time. I've got a month before that starts. I've got a few weeks where I'm going to be breaking down the whole league, breaking down teams individually, top players for fantasy from last season, and if they can merge that into this season. So look out for those episodes, and also not announced yet, but we are going to be having an NFL fantasy season long as well, which I will also be breaking down. So I'll be doing weekly episodes for the Premier League and the NFL when they both start next to each other. I will be doing a giveaway for both. I'll be doing a giveaway in the next couple of weeks for the EPL season long game, and I'll do one probably maybe a week before kickoff. Obviously similar thing for the NFL as well. So keep my tweets, keep my notifications on for my Twitter. Keep subscribing for YouTube content and things like that. So yeah, I'm going to sign off from this episode. I'm going to appreciate everyone who signed in for, who tuned in for the whole tournament, and obviously if you've been doing it for a lot longer, I appreciate you a lot. Continue to drop in on Twitter or on YouTube or Spotify, wherever you're listening or wherever you're watching, wherever you're reading. Continue to show me a bit of love and show me to, drop your comments. I want to hear if I can do anything better. Maybe if I helped you win a fantasy contest or anything like that. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from people and things like that listen. Again, don't forget to comment who you think is going to win this game as well, Chelsea or PSG. So I'm going to love you all and leave you all. Congratulations to those 3 winners that I mentioned earlier. I can't remember whether Bally was one. Was it Rock City and JB, I think? I did retweet your comments. So get in the DMs quick. I'll get those tickets added to your account ASAP, and we can all let's have fun and make money. So let's do that. So appreciate you all, and I'll catch you all next week.